Yes, so this is on Autoblog, and it's titled "Car Crashes Deadlier as Drivers Speed During Lockdown." So your car might not be able to go 180 miles an hour, but it can certainly go above the speed limit, most likely. And unfortunately, with the lack of traffic, a lot of people are getting a little crazy. And if you have cars that collide at 20 miles an hour, it's a fender bender. If you have a car hit somebody at 40 miles an hour, it's a visit to the morgue. So be safe out there, people. Here's some stats that they have from this report. In New York City, the ratio of fatal crashes to collisions rose 167% in April from a year ago. This increase was 292% in Chicago, 65% in Boston, and in Madrid, Spain, it was 470% higher. So there are fewer collisions happening, but the percentage of them that is deadly is significantly up because people can speed without traffic. This is horrible, and be safe out there.
So what I've noticed here.
Yeah, go ahead, Casey. I'm sorry.
What I've noticed here in the DC area is that we already have lower speed limits for who knows why, because the exact same normal speed limits on the express lane where you pay $20 to do it. People are running 70, 75, and a 55 around me at some parts of the day when during this situation we're in, because we're not fully open yet, and it's like they don't expect there to be any cops around, and I still see the cops sitting there, in traffic with the gun out, not the firearm, but the laser gun, and I don't understand what the process is. It's not simply that there's less cars on the road, is it?
Yeah, I mean that's it. This occurred in Chicago immediately, and they were talking about it on the morning news, and it was pretty much immediately at lockdown. All the map turned green. There was no rush hour red, and they were saying, "Okay, calm the hell down, people. Just because you have the open road doesn't mean that you can do 85 miles per hour, 90 miles an hour on the Dan Ryan." And then there were the morning collisions. They were like, "Wait a minute, you're the only two cars on the road. How did you manage to hit each other?" But it is crazy, and I love that they gave you the numbers and they did the research and they did the comparison on this article, this Autoblog article, which we'll link to, is really good. The number of crashes is down because there are fewer cars, but like Patrick said, people are driving so much faster that the impact, the sheer force of the impact is so much more that the few collisions that we have are resulting in greater fatality numbers.
Especially if you're in the SUV going 180 with 6 people in it.
Yes,
right.
Yeah. I've seen a lot more of those fire trucks pulled over, blocking, like you can't see what's going on. But because I don't do the rubbernecking thing, I just roll by and then I hit the save because I've got 3 cameras facing straight back where they're trying to hide.
Yeah, is it the fact? I'm sorry. Is it the fact that the speeding is happening is because people in normal traffic days are concerned with speeding between those spots where things start to lighten up? So you hammer down as long as you can go. You catch up to the next group of traffic. You slow down. You work your way through that. You find another open spot. You speed up. But in this environment, there are no pockets, so as soon as you hammer down, you're doing 100 miles an hour for the total run.
On the way to the grocery store today, I saw an Amazon semi-truck doing that crap. He was this far off somebody's bumper, and then he was zipping in and out. My wife's like, "Where's he going in such a hurry?" I'm like, "To get his ass fired."
Yeah. So yeah, Mark, you're exactly right. I mean, it's like driving through Nevada in downtown Chicago right now, because it's just, traffic is 25% what it usually is. People are accustomed to bumper traffic. It takes you an hour to drive 20 miles. Now there's hardly anyone out there. So you have 5 lanes and they're getting in the middle lane and they're just going.
Well, I consider it to be the same mindset that is why we have people who don't want to wear masks, because you people are not as good as me. I'm exceptional. So that's why I don't have to pay attention to the speed limit, and there's less of you people in my way. So I'm going to now go 90. And the problem with I'm going to now go 90, I am very exceptionally skilled, and the rules are different for me. There's still dumbasses who manage to hit people with 25% of the regular traffic on the roads. So maybe you're not that freaking exceptional, Chad. Just slow down.
Yeah, that's the worst part is people are speeding up, but they're still just as bad drivers as they ever were. They're still just as distracted with their phone or shaving or makeup or whatever. And be safe.
Just stop.
Yeah, and the one piece of advice I'm going to give to people, if you are going to drive at exceptional speeds, just because there's no one else on the road, hit a bridge, hit a concrete pole, hit something else. Don't hit innocent people who are just trying to get from point A to point B. Oh, hold on, here's the lawyer.
Please don't listen to Tony. Take yourself to an amateur racetrack, join up with a league, and go on that racetrack where nobody there is going to expect you in their lane, and nobody's going to be going 55. They will all be racing, and your ass will be where you're supposed to be if you want to go 90, 100 miles per hour. Just keep it
That's great advice.
And they'll let you in. They'll let you in with a minivan, or what they think is a minivan, until you take all their lunch money.
Take your junker out and put it on the racetrack. I have friends who do it. They go out and they race out on an actual racetrack out in the hinterlands of California, and more power to them. Stay off the roads.